Yeah, we.
Now you're just copying me, and not even a good attempt.
Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting dead people.
I'm sorry.
If you're gonna copy me, at least do it well.
I had to do it. I had to do it discount. I can't.
You're like the Dollarama version of me, Matt.
Hey, I can't afford much else.
That's fair. Not even all of us.
Plus, we have to end the week on the same thing. We're gonna commit to the bit.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot because our recordings are in different spots bi-weekly. Because I'm at home with this one and we're online, I can see other players' messages.
I was about to say
this guy needs hope against the Capra Demon, and I believe that.
Those little ghosts I've been seeing wandering around. I'm assuming those are online players.
Yeah, those are other players. Just you can sometimes just see other players if they're in the area, but they're not. Sir, that is rude. I know you have a goat head, but I mean you have to have a thick one.
The dogs take like what, 2 hits, don't they?
Yeah.
There goes half your health already.
Yeah, that's the Capra Demon for you.
Hey Ryan. I hate to be that guy, but
What?
I think you might die.
Yep, it's gonna be the dog's fault.
Use your Estus Flask.
I don't have time when there's a dog nearby. They can attack faster than the animation plays out.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
It is a me problem, and the dog likes to point that out. It's like Nelson just ha ha. Walk on that freaking dog looks like beef jerky. Sir, following me is the worst thing you could do. What's that?
Beggin strip.
Bacon strip?
No, like the dog treat, the Beggin strip.
Oh.
I mean, if only
And you'll just have to Photoshop a picture of a bag of Beggin strips somewhere into the picture.
Well, if I get the screenshot from one in the Capra Demon fight, I'll put in the character's hand off-hemmed.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah, the Capra Demon, it can either go quite smooth. Like, I know I died the first time, but it was still quite smooth. The fight felt somewhat quite smoothly.
I think you didn't do too badly the first time.
But then you get, like, that last attempt where the dogs are just like, no, you do not live this time.
No. You die.
Oh, yes, so I had a question I was going to deposit. So I know it's kind of up to the Let's Player, but, like, do you think there's a series that you'd want to do but can't, but you're not sure how best to do it with our current structure?
I mean, aside from Persona?
Yeah.
I would love to do the Drakengard series. But they're all long games, right?
Long isn't the issue. It's more because, like, I don't know how long it's gonna take to do Dark Souls, but, like, if I can't get to the Quelaag by the end of the
Just taking the dog with you.
Yeah, this is my dog. Dog, why don't you fight for me and take care of the other dogs?
The only game that, like, there are not very many games where I struggle to think of how to go about, because a lot of mine are very, very, very simple. But the only one that I've really been struggling on thinking of how we do is Fire Emblem Three Houses, because the structure of that game is, like, the chapters are very split up by, like, the actual school weeks or downtime weeks, because, like, it's a full month in game.
Holy crap, I'm doing a lot more damage. Sorry, I just noticed because, like, the heavy attack before I did the upgrades was like 60. And percentage-wise, that wasn't great for the Capra Demon, but now, as long as I don't eat shit. Anyway, sorry, but go ahead.
Like, Three Houses is the only game right now where I'm just like, how am I going to do this? Because, like, I feel like that would need to be the 3 days game, and I would devote each episode to, 1 month of one in-game month. So it's like,
Okay.
one episode would be, like, doing stuff around the academy. One episode would be doing bonus maps, and then the third episode would be devoted to the actual chapter of the story. But it's just like, yeah, how am I going to do that?
I am awake.
Sorry.
Did you elbow me?
Oh, excuse me.
Matt was talking. I didn't have anything to say.
It's more like, it sounded like you were starting to snore.
He's in a tree.
No! Stay in your tree!
No.
You're doing pretty good, Ryan. Don't get too cocky, though. Don't get too overconfident.
Greed
Don't get
kills.
too fancy.
That's great, kid. Don't get penisy.
Swing! Swing!
There you go. Now you got him.
Look at you.
Got a homeward bone, but that doesn't do me any good here.
Where's the
Floppy
fire?
dogs. Oh, there's your dog.
Yeah,
He waited for you.
He betrayed me, though. I asked him to help me.
Well, he didn't betray you. He was a bit of a coward, sure, but he still waited for you.
This is true.
Hey, hon.
Yeah?
Where's the fire thing on the other side of the boss stuff?
There was no fire thing. That was... It was a one... That's it. There was no passageway past that.
Ah.
The key I just got was for that door. As I said, the homeward board's kind of pointless because where you need to go from here is, like, down the street.
Making my way down.
Also, I'm annoyed that the Capra Demon did not give me anywhere near as many souls as the Belt Gargoyles. Vandalism. That's all I have to say. Just vandalism.
Vandalism.
I wouldn't call that vandalism. I would call that destruction of property.
I mean, that's covered under vandalism, isn't it?
Yes. Nothing like racking up a huge bill. Remember that episode of A Hat in Time?
Yeah.
Where I racked up that huge bill? That was fun.
Yeah, I asked that because I was thinking, like... my brain is just soup lately, apparently. Just thoughts come into my head, but they don't want to leave. It's just like, no, I'm warm and cozy in here.
I'm the
Anyways.
opposite. I can't seem to
Also-
devote myself to one thought.
Also, bloodstains are also other players, and you can see where they might have died.
He broke the table.
He did.
He broke the table.
Oh no! Our table! It's broken!
Well, there goes our spare table, Ryan.
Eh. Yeah, I had the thought because, like, part of me would love to do... It's a game called Digimon World. It's, like, the first main Digimon game. It's kind of like a pet raising simulator RPG kind of game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd love to do it, but I don't know how I could do it with it even being remotely not seem like it was just kind of floundering around for a while.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the game is raising your pet's stats.
So, the Chow Garden.
Yeah, kinda.
I have also, like, I don't mean to change the subject so abruptly, but thinking of the Chow Garden reminded me when we inevitably do Sonic Adventure 2, I'm going to get a baby Chow, name it Dorcas, and we're going to raise it through the playthrough.
Yes.
I'm going to make him a very special looking Chow.
Ow, you jerk with your giant meat cleaver.
Okay, but to be fair, Ryan, he was minding his own business, cleaving meat, and you shot an arrow at him.
You know, he would have taken offense to me being in his workshop. Are you going to attack, or are you just going to wait for me to screw up? Because
Ryan,
that's exactly my MO here, is wait for you to screw up.
Ryan looks at the butcher. I see you have chosen death.
Pretty much. I mean, look at these red eyes. He is certainly not He certainly not. Oh, I screwed up.
He has not slept in...
He used my skills against me.
He has not slept in a few days.
No. He's just cutting too much meat. Another game so like I would like to do for the channel, but it's almost a weird one. Not because it's not like it's not like it's a super long form game or anything. It's Ratchet and Clank, and I would love to do that one, but it's one of those
I wouldn't
like.
mind that.
But it's also one of those like, it's the games themselves aren't long, but it's a long series. Like there's the 4 PS2 games, the 3 PS3 games. I could probably skip the PS4 like reimagining of the first game. Like there's 7 games and it's a continuing series.
So it's like all one big story.
Oh no, like it's like they have their own stories, but I mean like it's they're like it's a continuing story. It's not like Mario where Sunshine isn't actually related to 64.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like they all take place in the same universe, but not like related.
Yeah, it's not like the same antagonist every time.
Yeah.
It's more just like I know we haven't done too many series that have sequels. I think I've actually done most of those. Like with I have to do Crash 2 at some point actually, but we did the Spyro trilogy. It took us from doing Ape Escape as our second series to it being a series just before Dark Souls for me to finally get to the sequel of Ape Escape.
And then.
And I'm hoping it doesn't take me that long to convince myself to play Ape Escape 3. But like, it's one of those like. If I do Ratchet and Clank, I don't want it to be something that takes like 7 years to get for me to go from one game to the last game.
Yeah, I try to space out sequels. Like I think right now I still think it's a little too soon for me to do Super Paper Mario, but I think it's like eventually I think I will. Like we're getting to that point where it's like, okay, I think the break is over. Let's play Super Paper Mario and finish up the entire Paper Mario series. Like there is no other games in this series that you need to worry about. Also, when eventually I do Super Paper Mario, I promise I'm gonna get Nick on a few more times because he likes that game too. And maybe I'll see about Andrew, but we haven't talked to Andrew in quite some time.
Man, your torch should not have done that to me. But yeah, like it's one of those like I want to do it, but it's like how much space is good space to keep the sequels apart so we have variety in between.
That's fair, because like also a lot of your games are, like aside from Ape Escape, like they're marginally a bit longer.
Well, Spyro's not our shortest series, but it's not a particularly long series either.
Yeah.
And
So far,
Crash was 10 episodes.
Our shortest, I think our shortest games are 10 episodes each.
Yeah.
Crash and Duck Dodgers. Well, okay, unless you want to count the gag that I did Yoshi's Story in 1 episode. Best April Fool's joke I've ever done. Well,
or that one Halloween just for the sake of doing something for Halloween, you streamed the entirety of Luigi's Mansion.
Hey, 2 hours. That was pretty good. Almost 3. But yeah, like, excluding most of our one-off gags where we played an entire game in 1 episode, most of our shortest playthroughs are 10 episodes.
Yeah, I have a feeling Crash 2 is going to be something similar, because again, I'm not doing a 100% playthrough of Crash. I like Crash, but the 100% playthroughs feel like you're
padding out episodes.
Excuse me, I'm just getting heartburn today.
But it comes then, love.
In between episodes.
That will give me a chance to rest.
Yeah, like I like Crash, and I've gone for 100% in Crash 2 especially, but I do 100% with Spyro because Spyro is something that you can realistically do, and it's not a big ask.
Yeah.
Crash, it's not a particularly big ask to 100%, but but for Crash it's a different mentality. It's very much, if you're going for 100% Crash, you are dying a lot.
Yes.
Is a lot of replaying the same levels to try and get that perfect run, basically.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna yawn.
And that's just why I don't go for 100% Crash, because like I could do it, like maybe not the first one because I don't have as much experience with that one, but I could do it for Crash 2 and probably Crash 3. I just don't feel like I want to do that for a Let's Play because I want to try and just keep going. I don't want to keep revisiting levels unless I'm getting something out of it.
Yes. I was actually thinking about this last night, and when I inevitably do the Mario Galaxy games, I will not be 100%ing both of them. I
Okay.
will be about, say, 50%ing Mario Galaxy 1 because I'm going to collect all 120 stars, but the 100% is doing it twice, once as Luigi. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to play as Luigi and play through all the same levels a second time for 100%. I will 100% 120 stars as Mario, and that's it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mario Galaxy 2, on the other hand, I won't be 100% in that either because I'm not going to task myself with the Grandmaster Galaxy on the perfect run. Hell no. But I do want to do the Green Star Challenge because it's not like you're playing the same levels. You're going into the same worlds, but you're searching in different areas for the
Yeah.
Green Stars. And honestly, I love that.
Yeah, but that's again, like with Crash, it's kind of not the same mentality. You're doing the same level. You're just doing it for. Hello. You're just doing it for the gems, or like I'll probably do like the secret level things in Crash 2, just because they're strangely well hidden. And I might go for like some of the colored gems, just because again, they're interesting.
Yes. But the clear gems likely
But the
not.
clear gems likely not, because it's just if I miss a box, it's just the same level, but I need to find the box I missed last time.
Yeah. I will also be eventually playing a Crash game. It's a spin-off. It's a racing game with an adventure mode, but Crash Tag Team Racing is hilarious.
But you know what's not a spin-off?
The next episode,
The next episode of Three Dorks Plays.
Oh,
Oh, he dropped something!
Bye, everyone.
he dropped his sack.